Yo, what's going on, guys? Your boy Pwny Montana, and in this video we are going to be going over the RPO defense. RPO runs have been going crazy in the Madden community. A lot of people have been extremely frustrated with how good this RPO runs are. I posted a video on it, but let me be clear, it ain't my fault that it's circulating around the community. It's just it's that OP that obviously people are going to get their hands on it and people are going to go crazy. I'm not that clouded. I'm only excuse me, we are on the road to 12,000 subscribers. So if you guys are new to the channel, do not forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, comment down below on anything. Actually, you know what, don't comment on anything that you guys would like to see, because y'all don't post whatever it is that y'all want. So I'm gonna just keep posting what I want, and today we're posting RPO defense. Definitely something that's gonna help you guys out. Also, if you guys haven't, follow me on all socials. They will be down in the description. Now, you can run this defense out of anything. I'm gonna run the RPO, or just a random RPO. I'm currently in the Ravens playbook, and I'm just gonna go to RPO and find an RPO peak that looks pretty solid. Let's see RPO zone peak, right? A lot of people are starting to run man coverage or match coverage and all that type of stuff like that. I'm gonna tell you this right now, those defenses are going to get torched with this RPO stuff. This isn't hard to stop. It's not that OP in my opinion. Maybe it's because I don't have an issue stopping it or slowing it down, because once I see it once, immediately the entire game I'm locking in for that, because I don't want to get beat by it. Simple. So right now we're just gonna call man coverage. Why? Because this is gonna work the best against man coverage, and one of the reasons that is because all the routes are gonna follow those routes. Simple. All those man coverage routes are going to hawk down all those other routes. They're literally just going to follow them all the way over, because the game, it looks at this specific offense, it looks at it like a pass. It's not registering the quarterback going out. So again, this is man coverage. I'm just going to show the replay instead of running the playback again, because it's just this is as good as it's going to get, where everybody is just literally, the quarterback is darting towards the right and everybody is just going crazy. Now there's multiple things that you can do even in man coverage, but you shouldn't run man coverage if you see anybody attempting to run this. So right now, man coverage is one of the worst defenses in the game. I know sometimes you can catch people off guard in man coverage, but if they're running RPO peaks or RPO sneaks, whatever the case may be, torch them. Do not run man coverage, okay? So let's call timeout. Let's change up the defense to a match defense. People are like, hey, maybe match defense might work. Let's go into cover 4 quarters, which is a match defense, and we're gonna come out in the same RPO, because we got 3 routes going out trying to do their thing. So match defense is kind of the same exact thing. They start running after people that are going into their zones. Now I'm actually going to run that play one more time so you guys can actually see that the defenders start chasing after their zones. So you see how he's being followed, and then Lamar Jackson is able to go crazy. Whoa, bye. That's what happens when you run match defense on it. Now this is simply, you guys know I like to teach, you guys know I like to give you guys reasons to actually learn. So no, we're not going over the defense just yet. I'm just showing you guys why you shouldn't run something like match or man coverage. I know it's everybody's favorite thing to do is run match and man coverage, because it's a brain dead defense where you don't have to do much. You just have to guard pretty much the running back route and make sure that running back doesn't torch you on a specific route. Man coverage is just doomed when it comes to this. As you can see, just runs right around him. Nothing that you can do. So the defense for this is zone. Okay, you want to do everything to stop a mobile quarterback from rolling out and passing the ball. That is containing. That is, let's just go over it. So if you guys are playing against an RPO peak runner or anyone of the sorts, you want people in the flats. okay? Whether it's purples, whether it's blues, whatever the case may be, you want people in the flats. This means that you cannot change your coach adjustments and put them at 20, put your cloud flats at 20. In this situation, if you do have flats, you want your flats to be at 0 or 5. That is the key to stopping this offense, okay? You want to run your contains. I'm actually going to pinch the D line and everything. You want to run your contains, right? And then you're going to want to be at a hard flat, or put your flats down to 0 or 5. Not your curl flats, put your flat flats. Put your cloud flats, your hard flats, put those down to 0 or 5. The reason why you don't want curl flats is because curl flats will end up being in the middle. They're kind of not towards the sideline where the RPO is going to run. Now, mind you, if somebody has good stick work, this is going to be hard to stop regardless if you have the best defense for it. But you are going to run your contains. So we're going to run the contains, and we're going to have a hard flat. Now, one thing that you guys are going to want to do once that quarterback, it's going to be hard to do this on, for the video, but once you see that quarterback start to roll out, you want to send whoever that hard flat is. You have to have some sort of awareness when you're playing this game. You can't just sit there and see a handoff and automatically think, oh, it's either a read option or it's a inside zone. No, right now one of the metas is this RPO runs. That's one of the metas right now. And once Escape Artist comes out, you guys are going to need to know these things because they are that annoying. So again, we're going to come out and contain our defense and put our flats in a hard flat. We're just shading underneath right now. Remember, if you're putting anything in a hard flat, means you're shading underneath, which means you need to back up those cornerbacks like immediately. You don't want to sit there and have those cornerbacks down low while you're running a hard flat. This is why you have to go into coaching adjustments to actually do that. Now, if you don't know how to go to coaching adjustments during the game, you click R3 and it'll bring up your coaching adjustments. In practice mode, for some reason they don't have that in practice mode, but during the game, that's what you're going to want to do. Take your coaching adjustments and take your hard flats or your flats and put them to 0 or 5, because it'll bring them all the way down pretty much almost underneath. So once they run their little RPO, you click R3 and you should be able to stop them. So you click R3 and look, now, yeah, I'm able to run around him because this is Lamar Jackson, who's got, I think, like 96 speed in regs. I'm actually going to look at that real quick. 1 second. I just want to look at Lamar. 96 speed with Escape Artist. It's going to be tough to stop regardless, but this is the way that you contain it as best as possible. Now, I only play MUT. I mainly play MUT. So an RPO peak or an RPO run isn't going to work that great on me because there just isn't a fast enough quarterback in that game mode yet. Escape Artist isn't in MUT yet. So at the time that I'm making this video, this defense has been clamping down for me, okay? So you don't want to sit there and not have your contains out there. You want to have hard flats out there. So you got your hard flats, then you got your user, right? So you got hard flats and you have your user. And then as soon as you see that RPO peak go and you see him start running out, you click R3. And as you can see, I have 2 people chasing him. Okay? 2 people, not 1, but 2 people trying to hawk that quarterback down. Why? Because we're there. We there to go crazy. Okay? This is the best defense for this RPO peak stuff. As soon as you start seeing it coming, that's when you start adjusting, okay? It turns into more of a chess match instead of you just constantly getting dominated by somebody running these RPO peaks. Run hard flats, run contains. Now, contains really don't even matter. I just personally like running contains nonstop, but as you can see, contains don't matter. Everything in this game has somewhat of a broken mechanic to it. It's up to us to find it, and this is exactly one of them. But as you can see, even with the contain, they're hugging each other. He's whispering sweet nothings in his ear, and that's just what he's doing. You know what I mean? They just like holding each other. They might be in love. Who knows? But as what I know is Lamar Jackson is all the way out here, even with contains on the field. But as you can see, as soon as you see him rolling out, you click R3. Let's just pretend like this was our user. You click R3 while your user's chasing him from, so you can take a better angle at tackling the quarterback. Now, it's a little bit harder for me to do as, myself, chasing myself. but this is the defense. So for those of you guys who are new to the channel or new to Madden and want to know exactly what I did for this, I know that you guys, those of you guys that are pros and blah blah blah, you guys don't need a thorough description. So I'd be surprised if you're still here anyways, because obviously y'all know everything. So why are you here in the first place? So what we're gonna do, pinch the D line. I guess you can do whatever you want with the D line. I'm gonna pinch them simply because we want a little bit of run defense. You can run this out of any defensive formation, any of them. The reason I chose this is because I wanted a linebacker to be the one that's actually chasing Lamar Jackson, so you guys can see that it works. So if a linebacker can chase him, that means a safety is going to chase him even better. So we're just gonna have our defense base aligned. You don't need a base align, you don't need a man align, you don't need to do anything. You just need to have a hard flat out on the field and a contain. Okay, that's it. So once you contain, which is R1 or right bumper, press, do something so that the contains actually show up on the field. Now this is going to end up being patched because this isn't just a visual glitch. This is an actual glitch in the game where your contains don't work like contains. So you need to make some type of adjustment. Then after that, you need to either change your coaching adjustments, your zone drops in your coaching adjustments for your flats, turn them into 0 or 5, then change your curl flats to like 20 or something, so that you have something that will be able to guard like deeper routes if you're mabling the field, meaning you have a flat with a curl flat, you know, so you have different levels guarding different zones on the outside routes. Okay, that's what a mabel is. Like you have one of the sides literally with a card flat, cloud flat, purple, you know, just so that you have everything out there so you guys can guard everything. And I know I'm talking a lot, but this video is going to help, especially if there's not a patch by next weekend league. This is going to go crazy and this is going to be very, very frustrating to stop. So let me keep going. So let's start it all over. Okay, we're gonna hike the ball real quick. I'm gonna start it all over. Look, this is how bad it is. Crazy. Now if they run up the middle, ain't nothing I can do about that. But to contain it on the outside like most people run, we are going to pinch our defense, which is left, pinch our D line, which is left on the directional pad, and then pinch them down just so you have better run stuff. Now if you guys are in a 3 down lineman set, that's way different, but it depends on how your user stick is against defending the run. I personally run with an inside stuff, so if they try to run straight down, my guy's going to be there to block that. But you're going to pinch your defense, which is pinch your D line, which is left on the directional pad, and then down on the left stick. Then you're going to contain, okay, so which is R1 and R1, or right bumper if you guys are on Xbox. Now again, the contains don't pop up. Then you're going to pinch your D line again, just so that the contains actually show up. Then you're going to shade underneath. If you don't have your zone drops adjusted, you're going to shade underneath, okay, which is triangle or Y if you guys are on Xbox, and then take the right stick and move it down. If this is the route you're going where you're shading underneath, you do not want to press your cornerbacks. You are gonna have to move them up. You don't want to press. I just moved both of my guys up because if you don't move them up, you will get burnt over the top. I promise you. It's just one of those games where if they have a little bit of space, a good player is gonna lob that over your head. A bad player is gonna lob that over your head. A player who spent money and has Brandon Marshall at 93 speed is gonna bomb that over your head. Okay, so if you're going the route where you're not setting up your zone drops, it is gonna get frustrating. Then after that, your user just blitz your user, which is X or A, and then right stick down. And then after that, you're gonna want this is gonna be the hard part. Okay, once you see that RPO, you're gonna want to click R3 to send the person that is in the hard flat. This is the most important part. You have to click R3 once you see that guy start running out. Okay, now right now it's just a linebacker, so right, Lamar Jackson is gonna be able to outrun a linebacker as you just seen me do. But you want that hard flat there to just completely start chasing after the quarterback. That is how you slow this down. That is how you stop it. That is how you guard the RPO peak, the RPO runs. Hopefully this video helps you guys start slowing it down, shutting it down, because I know a lot of people run this in the end zone. I myself run this in the end zone, but all you need to do is learn how to hard flat and click R3. So the most important things, okay? The most important things that you guys can do. And once again, let's run it one more time with everything. With everything. So we're gonna contain. Oh, never mind. 1 second. Wrong controller. We're gonna contain. Okay, my adjustments are messed up. So we're containing, pressing the defense, hard flatting. We're just gonna shade underneath, and then we're gonna run to the outside. And as soon as you see him run to the outside, you sit there and you click R3. Click R3. It's the most important part. Hopefully this video helps you guys completely shut down these RPO runs, because I know that when I face them, I honestly have not had an issue with them, but at the same time, there isn't a quarterback in MUT who has escape artists. But this is going to be the best way that you guys are going to be able to slow down the RPO peak. Stop running man coverage against it. Stop running man coverage or match coverages against it. Start running zones with hard flats underneath so that you guys can actually click and then send somebody after the quarterback. Now, I did this with a linebacker, which means there's safeties out there that are going to be a lot faster, a lot more agile to actually tackle the quarterback. All right. My name is Pwny Montana. If this video helps, make sure you guys are smashing that subscribe button, man. We are still on the road to 12,000 and we cannot get there without your help. So make sure you guys are showing some love. Totally forgot. Commit to the pass. Okay. Which is R1, guess play, and go to pass, because then your defense sets up as a pass defense. That is it. My name is Pwny Montana. Hopefully this video helps you guys out. Subscribe if you're new. Follow me on all socials down in the description, and I will see you guys in the next video, man. As always, 2 fingers, deuces, and peace out, you guys.